Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, a number of cards in the mail day this week. So, for the most part, it was basically two large packages from comc.com. I find they're kind of the best way to get, especially smaller singles for the different collections that I'm working on. The consolidated shipping really is like a huge thing, and eBay isn't as great for that, but for the bigger cards, I definitely still go for eBay. So, without further ado, because there are a number of cards to get through, we're first a couple of ones to add to my new Carlos Delgado collection that I started working on, that I started picking up some from last week or the week before. So this is a Topps Tech Carlos Delgado autograph from 2015, I believe. I completely missed the boat on these Topps Tech cards, but they really are great-looking cards. I remember them from the late 90s. I think the first year for these was 1998. This is 2015, obviously. So I think for my collection, I'm going to stick to Delgado autographs where he's on the Blue Jays. But there's quite a number of them, and ones like this are really inexpensive, all things considered, so I'm more than happy to pick them up. That's a great addition right there. And you can see the reflectiveness at the top there. It's pretty sweet. Along the same thing. So this one is from Topps, I believe, Tier 1. Nice clean autograph. This one's numbered to 249, and they've got a nice, plenty of white space there for the autograph. One thing you'll notice with the Delgado autographs as I pick them up is that pretty much 99% of them use either the same photo or the same pose. Like, it's almost identical. In this case, I think it's the exact same photo. As consistent as he is, I don't think Delgado was literally looking at the same head angle, arm angle, everything in every single shot. But here's another one. It's also kind of fun when you collect a lot of autographs to see how the autograph evolves over time, and also depending on how many of these they sign, just to see how the autograph degrades or stays consistent over time. I should have another one coming in the mail next week, and we'll see if that one comes in. So this one here is a new little collection that I'm putting together. I wasn't planning on building it, but when I did surf through COMC's site and look through a bunch of different things that different sellers had, I realized that it was a good opportunity to pick up a card that kind of reminds me of my my high school years. So this is a Marty Turco rookie card from UD Reserve. So my favorite hockey team is the Dallas Stars, mostly because of Modano. And my favorite goaltender from that time, obviously, was Ed Belfour. But the guy that took over for Belfour afterwards in the latter portion of Modano's years, for the most part, was Turco. And Turco, to be honest, was a really good goaltender. He did a good job. It's just he had to follow up a guy who won a Stanley Cup. So I don't think they never got as far as they probably should have. Some of the teams were actually pretty good. But Turco was a great player for them, and it was kind of fun being able to pick up some rookies. So I think I'm going to try to put together a set of the rookies. So that one was UD Reserve, and this one is Stadium Club. And what I like the most about these pickups is that, in contrast to when he was an active player, a lot of these were, I think, under $1. So to be honest, it was a no-brainer for me just to be able to pick up all the different ones that I didn't have back then. So this one's UD Ice. Really cool, kind of a design. This one here is Topps Chrome, where they're numbered, all indicated. In this case, this one's numbered to 1250. Now, I remember these from the original, and I thought there were 3 colors. I had to look this one up. So this is the blue version, but as it turns out, there's also kind of the, I guess, the gray or silver version, which is the regular one, the blue version like this, and the red one. For my purposes, I'm going to get all 3. I think I already ordered the red one, which I think should be one of the things that'll come up in a future order. But they're kind of neat to look at. I enjoy the way these were set up. This one's Crown Royal, so that is numbered to 400. Pretty straightforward design, nothing too crazy. But I used to like some of the old Pacific cards, and especially some of the Pacific inserts. So this one is Private Stock Titanium by Pacific. This is the draft day version. Nice kind of reflected design, kind of cool. This one was numbered to 1,000. And there were a couple of different versions like this that went really low numbered. I think one of the versions is numbered to 99. I went to the Beckett Collections organizational thing, and I put all the different rookie cards together so that I could figure that out. So I'm at least going to have a checklist to go off of. And the last of the Marty Turcos was SP Game Used Edition, New Style. This is probably one of my favorites. So this one's numbered to 900. This is one of the really nice ones. I like this. And to be honest, it was only a couple of dollars at this point again. That's part of the reason I'm motivated to pick them up. I'm not going to really go after the regular Turcos, but I'm more than happy if I can put together a set of the rookies. So along the same line, another addition to my Jamie Benn rookie collection. So this is the UD MVP. So this is one of the last of the really inexpensive ones. I think the last one that I have might be the regular O-Pee-Chee version. One other thing with a lot of the modern players is that they have tons of rookie cards. From low-end brands, middle-tier brands, and then the high ends, of course. With Jamie Benn, for the most part, I'm pretty much left with the mid-tier and the high-end. I'll get those here and there as they come along, but it was nice to fill in some of the gaps. All right, so for my Green Bay Packers, I focused my attention on a couple of their rookies. So from Unparalleled, Marquise Valdez-Scantling. He's starting to play a little bit and starting to get some playing time, so I wanted to pick up his rookies before they moved at all. We'll see how he does with Rodgers, but I don't think the Packers are really going anywhere necessarily this year. But at least if these guys start playing a little bit better, it'll be kind of fun to watch. All right, so this one's from Prestige. Again, Valdez-Scantling. You can still pick up a lot of these, especially since these guys are unproven, and right now, like I said, the Packers aren't really super high profile. They are going to have a bunch of primetime games this year, though, so if any of these guys break out, you'll be able to see them. These can be gotten pretty expensively. Donruss Elite. This one's numbered to $6.99. Out of the sets from this year, I missed the boat. I wasn't opening boxes when Donruss Elite came out this year, but I really like kind of the design for the rookies, and I feel like the regular rookies are a little bit underrated since the focus is always on the memorabilia and the autograph versions. All right, a couple more here that I picked up, not for a specific collection, but I'm starting to compile a bunch of the rookies from the last couple of years that I think might move a little bit and just kind of making my own little stockpile. So from Donruss Optic, there's a Jared Goff rookie. A lot of it really will depend on how the Rams do this year, but they're looking pretty solid. We'll see how it goes. And this is a playoff Jared Goff rookie as well. And then one more Optic rookie. So I'm going to take a closer look at these, especially the first one here. I want to see if any of them might be a good candidate for grading. So I'm going to have a card show coming up in November, and if everything goes according to plan, I may end up getting a couple of these graded. We'll see how that goes. All right, along the same lines, picked up a couple more cards here as well. So this time this is the regular Donruss. So that's the Jared Goff. It's already graded to PSA 10. The price was pretty fair, so I couldn't complain. And again, if the team goes anywhere this year, it'll be nice to already have this one in a stockpile. We'll see if that goes anywhere. If not, I'll hang on to it. I don't really have any issue with that. All right, this one's probably for my personal collection, but we'll see how it goes. So that's a 2005 Bazooka Aaron Rodgers rookie. I realized I didn't have an Aaron Rodgers rookie in my collection, and I felt like that was a bit of a kind of an important missing gap. I wanted to pick one up. The rookies on these guys are really going up quite a bit, especially any of the quarterbacks when they have a Super Bowl and they have the accomplishments. As they start adding the big numbers, their rookie starts to go up. All right, next is for my collection of Blue Jays. 1990 Leaf John O'Rourke rookie. So this was one of the key cogs to the World Series years for the Blue Jays, and he won the batting title in 1993, 363, along with Roberto Alomar and Paul Molitor. So they went 1-2-3 in the batting race that year. That was the second of the two World Championships, and the last time the Blue Jays went to the playoffs until 2015 and 2016. So it's kind of fun to reminisce a little bit and look at this. But O'Rourke was an interesting case. He basically, if memory serves me, I don't think he even played in the minors. I think he went pretty much from college straight to the major league club. And then he had himself a pretty good career. So that's when he was still a rookie, and it lists him as a DH. So 1990 Leaf was also a really nice set that I like. You could get these ones, especially like a Mint 9, really inexpensive, only a couple of dollars. All right, the last two are for my 57 Topps Packers set. So we've got here Bill Forster. So this one's PSA 6. Nice looking card. My goal is to have them at 5 or higher, but it's starting to look like, if I'm patient, I'm pretty sure I can get all the non-star players in 7s. That is a pretty clean card. I like it. The two guys that I'll make the exception to are the Hornung and the Bart Starr rookies. But for the rest of these guys, I probably want to get them in 6s or 7s. So, especially if I can get them, they look decently centered. I like that one. Last and certainly not least, Al Carmichael. So this one's a near mid 7. Again, pretty clean looking card. So right now that brings me up to 3 of them. So 1957 has 12 Packers in it, obviously including the 2 star rookies there. So I'm about a quarter of the way there. So we're going to see how it goes. I'll keep my eyes out on eBay and see if I can pick any more up. It'll be kind of a longer term project. I do kind of want to eventually finish off and get all the different Packer cards from the 50s, but I'd like to get them all graded. The other years I'm probably not going to worry about getting the condition as high as this one, but I really like this 57 top set. So that's why I want to get the regular players in the higher conditions. If I can get an 8 or something like that, or a 9, that would be great. But I'm not necessarily going to aim to pay for the premium just to have it a couple of points higher. Especially when you can have a nice clean card like this. So that's it for my pickups. Thanks if you made it to the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment as always, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.